Hey everybody, I'm MDW. Hope life is treating you okay. And today I've got another review for you, an unboxing of one of my latest action figures I've picked up. So there hasn't been a Spawn figure for a long time. So they've just done a new set of Spawn figures, with colour tops, McFarlane Toys there, of the man himself. And I've got hold of Spawn number 10, I believe, in the series there. So let's have a look now at the Spawn Rebirth figure. Let's check him out. Hi guys, so the front of the box showcases the figure within, nice little window packaging there, and a picture of Spawn there on the side with the logo and the figure number. The back of the box there showcases the figure again in all his glory with the number of the figure again on there. And when you take him out of the box, he's in plastic inside wrapping there, with strapped up there with a little bit of sellotape. Okay guys, so we've had a look at him in the box, so now let's take a look at Spawn in all his glory. So, I was pretty excited when they announced this figure, or the new wave of figures coming out, Spawn Rebirth, because I'm a big fan of Spawn, the comic book character. I've been following the graphic novels for years, got loads of Spawn figures myself already, so yes, new Spawn figure coming out. I was quite surprised that it was literally just the basic Spawn figure to start off with. I mean, they have done several variations of this figure, which I'll go into a bit later. But I say, the first couple of figures that I've seen have just been the same old, just kind of Spawn, which is fine because they're restarting the series, obviously Spawn Rebirth, so why would you not start with Spawn? So let's have a closer look at the figure. So, straight away, very detailed figure. There's a lot going on with him again. There's lots of details on the actual figure itself and on his costume as well. Articulation wise, not much at all. So I warn you now, this is more of a kind of static figure, like a display figure. You can't really move him or do much with him. Let me show you. So the rundown of the articulation. So his head does turn. It's a very hard turn, but it does turn. There. Doesn't go up or down, it just swivels from left to right. His cape and everything has a bit of bend to it as well. Do you know, it's a bit of a softer plastic there. Then there's no movement at the top of his arms here or anything. So you've just got this elbow joint here, which swivels in and out. That's probably about as far. I mean, you can go back as well and across, and it also goes up and down. Now it goes down very. You can feel it clicking, so it's quite a hard joint there. You can hear it there going up and down, but it does go up and down there. And then his hand does swivel as well, all the way around. Then on the other arm, again, no shoulder joint there. It's just literally just below his bicep there. So again, there's a little joint that moves the arm. Mine's quite loose actually, so be careful of that. But yeah, that just goes in and out, and then the hand rotates again. Bit of a twist at the torso there. Again, so it's quite a tough turn, but you can twist him, so he's kind of looking back on himself there. And then on the legs, not much at all. So there's a little bit of a tiny twist just above his ammo pouches there. So just a little bit of movement, not much. I believe that's just to position his foot so he can stand up properly. And then there isn't really much. There's a bit of a movement, again a swivel on his boot, but very minimal. I mean, the spikes on the boot, you can't really twist it that much. So I don't think there is, there's a little bit there, you can hear it there. There we go. And then this other side here with his armour, this bit of armour here actually hinders the movement. So you turn it a bit and it can't really go any further this way because of that armour piece. And you can turn it just a little bit there. Other than that though, his feet don't move at all, just these bits here. So really minimal articulation. Like I said, he's just literally going to be pretty much standing in this one pose. You can obviously put his arm up and down or move it around and turn his head or swivel his body, but that is it. Lacking a bit of articulation. The old Spawn figures weren't really that articulated anyway, but you could probably get a few more poses out of them than this. But it's the same thing. It's alright though. So the paint scheme on Spawn and the whole design of the armour is, I don't know if you guys have read the comic books or graphic novels or anything, but his armour kind of goes through, because it's living, it goes through several phases of transformation. So this is kind of one of the later parts when his armour evolves a little bit. You can tell because he's got this massive kind of spiky clump on his foot here and all these bits here as well. So his armour doesn't really look, the actual flesh bit itself here, it looks black, perhaps on the camera there, but it's kind of a smoky grey colour. Little bit of highlighting here and there, but it is just one kind of bulk colour right across the thing. His body there, and he's got obviously the white markings here as well, which stand out pretty well. There's a bit of paint chipping going on with mine though here and here. The face, the same thing as well. He's got a really cool kind of little green glow in his eyes. I don't know what they've done with that, but it's like a metallic-y green, so that looks like it's glowing. That's really cool. It's a nice little touch, that. Then his armour is just kind of deep red with a bit of inking on it as well, and then obviously silver to pick out all the spikes and everything. The silver, in my opinion, is quite bright. There's not really much shading on it. It just looks like someone's gone blub, blub, blub with like this like really bright silvery, shiny silver afterwards as well. So you can tell on there, it does look really, really bright. You know, I'm not too sure about the overall look of it. I mean, I don't know, the paint is quite sloppy on some bits here. You see like where they're trying to paint it here, it's just kind of gone over the red. So not as detailed paintwork as I'd like for a figure like this anyway. You know, you really didn't have much issues with some of the paint jobs on the older figures there. But this I just feel is a bit rushed. You know, there's like red going up this spike here, and there's silver, you know, up his leg here. And you know, this whole paint job, it just looks a bit messy, just slopping across there. The red's like leaking onto his foot there as well, and there's little silver dots on my bit, you know, around here. So, you know, I'm not too sure about the application. The colours are fine, I think, but just the application in some places is a bit dodgy. And on the back as well, so his cape is you know, kind of a bit of a rough, gummier plastic, so you can bend it a little bit. You can't really pose it or anything, but again, that's like a dark red. It looks like it's been given a wash all over it again. No highlights or anything. Just looks like just a dull red that's been washed over. And then the bullets, he's got going over him there as well. Again, metallic with a kind of ink over them as well. No details on the other side there. Just kind of sit. And then the belt's dark brown with the silver again. The silver's been scratched off there, so it's black you can see underneath there. And then the chains he's got are really like rubber. They're actually stuck to the back of his leg there, which again, a bit disappointing. I was hoping you could perhaps move them around. So again, you can't really pose them past what it looks like here. And again, you know, like I say, rubbery, really gummy plastic with that as well, with a kind of dull metal look to it as well. So he comes with a couple of accessories with him. So first of all, he's got his stand. So the Spawn figures kind of had like scenic bases before. A lot of them did. Some of them just stand on their own. But this guy comes with his base with the Spawn logo there. Not really much about it. Just a black brickwork there, hollow kind of plasticky base with a little peg on it as well. And then there's a peg that sits on his foot. And then that just literally sits on there like that. And there we go, job done, ready to display. He also comes with two guns with him as well. Spawn be without his weaponry. So he's got a pistol there, which again is like it's black, and it's just kind of just been dry brushed over with like a light grey. It's a bit messy looking. Doesn't really look much like, you know, the gun sculpt is great, but it just looks like it's black and it's just been kind of over with a bit of grey. So, you know, again, not super great. It doesn't really look that cool, you know, with the gun, you know, gun colours. A bit of gold on it there, and it's like really hollow plastic as well. It feels, you know, quite brittle as well. And then he gets also a big gun as well. So again, this one, not too sure if I like this or not. Again, so it's got a giant like candle coming out the end of it. So again, hollow plastic, you can hear that there. And again, it's like black with silver paint job over it. But again, it looks like it's just been kind of dried over and washed. And then there's a kind of funny orangey colour there at the end of the gun. And then the missile or whatever it is at the end of it is just like a dull yellow colour as well. That's just been inked over as well again. So yeah, not too sure about Phil again. It looks quite strange. But you know, two accessories with Spawn there that you can display with him. So there we go, guys. There's a look at the new Spawn Rebirth figure. Overall, a pretty decent attempt, I think, at a comeback series. I'm not sure if I'm going to be buying any more of these though in the waves, because they're literally £30 plus, and the original Spawn figures were only around 20 quid, and I still think that they're better than this figure, if I'm brutally honest. The paint job is a bit hit and miss there as well. I don't really like the gun designs, and the static ability of the figure as well puts me off just a little bit. The base is cool on it, and I like the eyes, and the detail of the face compared to some of the original Spawn figures is a lot nicer. But there's just little details that are missing from him, like the chains from around his belt there. Yeah, the rubbery plastic of the original Spawn figures, like here with one of the original Spawn figures there. The chains were real, actually proper chains around his top of his belt there and around holding his cape on. I just think it's little touches like that that just make the original figures superb. Anyway guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. MDW signing off. Take care all. Bye bye.